It's time to talk about Solana. Solana has blazing fast transaction speeds, and with an average cost at a fraction of a penny, it makes it one of the hottest cryptos right now. Solana's had an explosive 2021 so far, and it's amazing to think that the Sol token started the year at only $1.60 and since then has increased to around $144, which is now a huge 9,000% increase. Now, I make all kinds of videos, but from time to time, I do enjoy a good old price prediction. Obviously, no one knows ultimately where the price will land, but from time to time, it's good to look at past performance, the fundamentals, and speculate on how high prices can go. Now, next week, I will be doing a deep dive into Solana, and we'll look at the technology, the tokenomics, but this video is just to see how high can the Sol token go over the next 6 months. So in this video, we'll be looking at the methodology used for this price prediction, my Sol price prediction for the next 6 months, the price trap, and why the actual price of an asset is mostly not important. And then we'll finish with my personal thoughts on Solana and where I think it fits in a crypto portfolio. As always, if you do enjoy anything in the video, then don't be shy, drop a like, always appreciated. So there are many different ways on how to predict a price. This could be on its future potential, its current trajectory, or even its network effects. And I'll be basing this price prediction off the stock to flow model, as it's been the best model so far for predicting prices in the crypto market. So how high can Solana go? Ready for some speculation? Let's do this. So this is the stock to flow model made famous by Plan B, and it's been one of the best ways to predict crypto prices since inception. So this is in fact Bitcoin's price, but it's a great proxy for the crypto market, as when Bitcoin rallies, the whole market rallies, when Bitcoin crashes, the whole market crashes, and this is in fact the exact same picture of the crypto market. And it's a log chart, so it goes up in multiples of 10, and the blue line going through the middle is the average. And what you'll notice is that because of human nature, and it's fear and greed that drive the markets, is that it's constantly going from overvalued to undervalued to overvalued to undervalued, as we drive things way above the average in moments of greed, and we crash it below the average in moments of fear. So what is stock to flow predicting? Well, in 2021, we've seen this big run. We all went through this most recent crash of 60%, and stock to flow is saying that Bitcoin is going to be getting to around $100,000 by the end of this year. So this indicates that we're going to see another big bull run coming. So based on today's price, Bitcoin will be doing a 2x from this point. Now, because Solana is a smaller cap altcoin, it is likely going to outperform Bitcoin still moving forward. So I would say it's reasonable to assume it could still 3 to 5x from here. And based on today's price, this would give a price range of $420 to $700. So based on a best case scenario over the next 6 months, this would be my price prediction. And we also need to bear in mind, and just remember, the Sol token has already increased 9,000% so far this year. So stock to flow predicts that Bitcoin will be hitting $100,000 by the end of the year, which indicates a big bull run is coming. With Solana being a smaller cap altcoin, it also means it's likely it won't just match Bitcoin's performance, but also outperform in multiples. So if Bitcoin could 2x from here, I do think it's reasonable to assume that the Sol token could 3 to 5x from here. And this would give a price range of $420 to $700, with the middle being $560. Now, you may have seen some other Solana price prediction videos where people are saying it could 50x, 100x, even 150x from here. So let me show you why these valuations are just silly, as the actual price of the asset is largely irrelevant. When it comes to an asset's valuation, it's mostly about one metric. Take a look. So just jumping over to CoinMarketCap to highlight a really important point. I think one of the biggest mistakes many inexperienced crypto traders make is that they focus on the price. And they look at things like Ethereum and see it's near $4,000. Cardano looks very cheap, just under $3. You have Solana now at $144. And when comparing $144 to $4,000, they think that Solana could still 20, 30, 40x easily from here. But if you're only going to look at one metric, then it's way more important to look at this column, market cap, as this shows exactly how much money is needed for the price to double, all things being equal. So Solana's market cap is now around $40 billion. So it's going to take about $40 billion for this price to double. And this explains why when people look at things like Dogecoin and it's only 30 cents, it's still going to take about $40 billion for the Dogecoin price to double. So as the cryptos get higher and higher up, it takes vastly more money to double the crypto's price. So looking at this 40 billion, and let's compare it to something like Cardano, which is just over double. So I think Solana could easily double up from here to get to Cardano. But then Cardano would have also moved, so I think there's easily a 3x for it to catch up to Cardano. Ethereum's now coming up to 500 billion, so this says to me that Solana could easily 3 to 5x from here, but it also explains why it's very unlikely that it will 50, 100 or 150x from here. As we have to bear in mind that yes, Solana has a lot of potential, but what is it actually doing today? One example, this is DeFi, and if we take a look, Ethereum has 130 billion locked away. And just look, Solana as of right now has just under 5 billion. So it's always good to keep things in perspective. Yes, look at its current potential, but also cross-reference this with what it's actually doing. So where do I think Solana fits in a crypto portfolio? Well, I think in crypto, it's important not to get swept away in all the hype. And don't just look at what a company could do, cross-reference this with what the company is actually doing. Yes, Solana has incredible speeds and a very low transaction cost, but so did EOS in the previous cycle. In 2017, EOS was also a hot token at the time. It was lightning fast and had very low costs, but it has still slipped down the rankings and fallen to position 29. So for me, yes, Solana has lots of potential and there's plenty of room for more growth, but it does come with more risk when compared to something more established like Ethereum. Just note, you are playing further down the risk curve with Solana. Take a look. So this is the risk curve, and every investment you will ever make will have its place on the risk curve. It's made up of two parts, the potential reward. So this is your return on investment, whether it's 10%, 20%, 100%, 10x, 20x, 100x, and then how much risk you are prepared to take. And every investment has its place on the risk curve. Now, with things like Bitcoin and Ethereum, because they're more established, they're older, there's more adoption, you'll be playing further down here. Yes, there's less potential reward, but you're taking much less risk. Now, with things like Solana, just note that you are playing further down the risk curve. Yes, you could make 4, 5, 6 times your money, but you are taking a higher degree of risk. The company is less established, it has a smaller network, and has been going for a shorter amount of time. So just something to bear in mind. So Solana does have a lot of potential for sure, but it does come with a higher degree of risk when compared to things like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Will it be one of the big winners 5 years from now? Could well be, but it's not guaranteed.
So when it comes to price predictions, the actual price of an asset is largely unimportant. It doesn't matter if it's $100, $1,000, or $100,000. It's the market cap that is a much better indicator of how much an asset's price can move. Stock to Flow is predicting a Bitcoin price by the end of the year of $100,000. So if Solana could add a couple of multiples on that, that would give a range of between 420 and 700, with the mid being $560. But remember, this is based on a best case scenario, where Bitcoin and the entire market is in a big bull run. Now, if we get a big regulation bomb or the stock market crashes, this could cut the crypto prices in half again in the short term. As mentioned, next week I will be doing more of a deep dive into Solana and we'll look at the technology, tokenomics, but this video was just a good old price prediction to see how high Solana could go. Thanks to Crypto20 for sponsoring this video, and to find out more about Crypto20, see the link below. So there you are guys, hope you enjoyed. Just to say then, if you did enjoy anything in the video, then drop a like, and a big thank you to everyone who does. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, then click below and join us. I've got some great videos coming up that you don't want to miss. Okay, cheers guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.